So excited to be jumping on here with you today. So, you may be wondering why you should work with me. I'm not some big timer or internet celebrity. In fact, you've probably never even heard of me before. So, why should you trust me? I'll tell you why you should work with me because I'm different. I know what I'm talking about and I can help you achieve your goals. So, thank you for jumping on. We're going to jump in and get started for today. Super excited to be here with you for today. Oops, I got way ahead of my slides today. Sorry about that. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So, before we get started, I just want to let you know that this video is going to be different from all the other ones out there. In this video, I'm going to show you something about myself and how that increases my ability to lead your Jeep journey with you. So, as you're jumping on here, I see ladies jumping on, so excited. Let me know what state you are watching from. I'm going to go a little bit quicker today through this, ladies. If comment, and I will jump in and I will come back and respond to everybody. I'm going to be literally out the door to the Lady Jeepers OBX event. So excited. So I'm going to go ahead and stay on track because I have so much I want to share with you today. So please let me know what state you're watching from as you're jumping on. Oh, I love seeing you ladies posting as you're jumping on here. Hello. I love it. All right. So, as you are listening today, at any point, if you're like, yes, or I need this, or I need this in my life, or I wonder how this could work for me, just drop #more below. And I'm going to personally reach out so we can chat together directly. So, in case you're new, hey, I am Kristin DeLibero from ladyjeepers.com. Before we get into the nitty gritty of what I can do for you on your Jeep journey, I want to share with you the reasons why you should work with me. Now, some of these reasons might be things that you already know about me or think you know about me, but there are a couple reasons in particular that might surprise you. After all, there are a lot of people out there who offer coaching, who are offering educational services. But let me tell you why I'm the best choice for you. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. So, you might already know these, or you might want to work with me because I'm fun and positive. I am out enjoying my Jeeps with confidence. Yes, both of my Jeeps, my daily driver that I trail ride, and my trail rig. I have a lot of knowledge I want to share with you. I am passionate about teaching. I love to teach. I want to be bringing all of this forward to you. To help you to get all that education, knowledge, everything you need that I bring forward to you. And I'm so passionate about teaching. And I take my mission of bringing education forward to all Lady Jeepers seriously. But here is why you really want to work with me. It's not about me, it's about you. I'm going to say that again. It's not about me, it's about you. I could tell you all these things about me, but let's be honest. You want to know what that means for you. How will that help you what that means for your experience, and the benefits that you will gain. Let's be honest, I could tell you all these awesome things about me, why you want to work with me, what I know, what I can do, all these things. But ultimately, it doesn't matter about me. It comes down to what is this going to do for you? And that is the most important thing to me. For example, I could tell you that I am a certified experiential facilitator. I spent over 3 years, well over $30,000 plus, to go through extensive facilitation training and learn from, as well as work with some of the most internationally acclaimed people in the personal growth field. And I did that with a focus on high level women's retreats. What does that mean? I didn't take a 6-month online life coaching class and get my certificate that I'm going to hang on the wall at the end. This was a huge financial time and life commitment that I made to go through this. But let's talk about, what does that really mean for you? What does that matter for you? You get a safe and supportive container for you. Why container? I could have said environment, but that doesn't really encompass the true meaning of this safe area and supportive area and feeling and emotion and space that we are creating together. You immediately have no judgment space for you to be who you really are. That's so important, especially nowadays. Connect to you, focus on you, and concentrate on what you are creating in your life for you. So, again, we're creating this space, and it's not just one of us, it's all of us coming together to create this container where the whole world can kind of be held out, and it's only about what matters, what is happening, being present inside the space that we are in together. Because I want you to concentrate on what you're creating in your life, and to do so knowing you're in a safe space. Because again, being you is really the most important thing. So, how does that translate to your Jeep journey? You don't feel pressure to know, learn, or understand the knowledge you are getting about your Jeep. No pressure at all, because we're all here for the same reasons. We are all here for the same experiences, but we're also here to do this together to create this strong women tribe. We all learn differently and at different paces. So there's absolutely, this is one of the most important things for me at Lady Jeepers that we've created. There's absolutely no dumb or stupid question, period. You have the comfort to ask anything as you learn with no doubt in judgment or criticism. You don't have to worry about the questions that you're asking and you're trying to find answers for. A deeper growth of support for you and from those around you. Because no two people think and experience things the same. That is so important. This is a life-changing concept. It creates a level of support that is like nothing else. We're not all the same. We don't think the same. We don't experience things the same. We don't have the same emotion. So I want to tell you a quick story. This is a story that I was told a long time ago, and it really helped me when I was thinking about this. We're not the same. Even in the same exact experience, we take something different from it. So imagine you're driving down the road and you come up and there is a car accident. You get out of the car, there's police officers asking people. There are 5 people who were right there at that traffic light when that accident happened. All 5 have a different account of what they remember and what happened in that accident that they give the police. Because even though all 5 of those people were in the same location, witnessed the same accident, all of them took something different from it. They remembered a different piece. They remembered something that happened, how they felt, what was going on. And even though all 5 of those people were right there together, all 5 of those accounts are completely different. Now, not one of them is right, not one of them is wrong, because they're all a truth, because it is what happened. It's what someone else remembers and takes from that experience. And that is so true in everything. When it comes to life, when it comes to our Jeep journey, when it comes to anything that we are experiencing. So the same is true for an experience behind the wheel of your Jeep. You may love a challenging spot or terrain on a trail. It lights you up and you want more. For someone else, it may be unenjoyable for that other person. It might be too much, but neither is right or wrong. It is your personal experience. Understanding that, compassion for that, and the ability to not jump in and try to change or push someone to feel how you feel is life changing for you and for what you bring forward to the world. This gives you the freedom to let go of doubt, to let go of self criticism, to let go of worry about what others are going to think. And it gives you a place to know you, and your achievements are important at your comfort level. It doesn't matter. There's not one achievement that's going to be better than the other or some more significant. There is no such thing as right or wrong, better or worse, or failure and success. I would say every goal matters. Every win matters, no matter how big, no matter how small they might feel. Every win is important. And you get to feel the pressure and constraints lift, to really breathe for the first time when you can let it all go. So that you're not having to worry about being good enough or all those things that play through our head. I should be able to do this. Why can't I do this? I'm dumb for wanting to even try this. What am I thinking? Why did I think I could do this? What if, what if, and what if? So, how is all of that achieved for you? First of all, I have a zero tolerance policy, whether this be online, whether this be in person at our events. I have a zero tolerance policy, which means everyone has to be supportive to each other and kind, and lift each other up and be there for each other. We also create the sacred container together at the start of every event. This is in person or online, and you can really feel the shift and this tribe that is created immediately with you and the other amazing ladies that are there together. All right, so another reason you might want to work with me, I could tell you, you and your Jeep are safe. But what does that really mean? Everyone jokes that I'm safety patrol, but I take that job seriously. And here's why. Because for 20 plus years, I was a professional and world champion equestrian coach and horse trainer. You might have just said, why does that matter? And what does that have to do with my Jeep journey? Well, I spent those 20 plus years tuned into successfully reading the body language of a 1,500-pound animal and a rider's body language. And can I say simultaneously at the same time? Because I had to keep both the horse and rider together as a team safely. I had to keep them safe. I had to make sure that neither one was going to hurt each other. Nothing bad was going to happen. So I was having to read what was going on without being able to use words to be able to see, like, is the horse doing okay? Is the rider doing okay? Is this combination and balance creatively working together? Do I see frustration on either one's part? So that's a lot of responsibility, especially to safely work with these two entities together. So I do have to tell you uh, that the great news is when we were talking about that, um, you know, when we talked about you and your Jeep partnership, I just talked about a horse and rider. We have two, they become one in their partnership. But the great news is I don't have to keep your Jeep from spooking. I don't have to keep your Jeep from trying to run back to camp. Or let's be honest, from getting ticked off at you and dumping you on the ground. Those things are not going to happen. But just like rider styles, and the way a rider is, with their horse, there are different driver styles. Some are more assertive. They want to get the most out of their Jeep and push it to its max performance, while others are reserved and wish to just enjoy the drive and see what their Jeep can do at the lower level. So, just like I outlined, there is no right or wrong or better or worse. They're just different styles. But I carry over the ability to not have to communicate with words, to read and adjust to situations. What does that mean? I used to have to be able to read a situation without words and communication and be able to adjust in that situation to keep everybody safe. So I know when and how to push you to your next level and highest achievements, and when to pull back and coach you through to meet you exactly where you are and with what you need in that moment. So if you are already a part of Lady Jeepers, you might say, aha, at this one. Be like, oh my gosh, I get this. Um, so this is part of why when I talk about reading and communication and reading the situation and making sure I can see what it is I need to see to be able to help you. That is why when you have questions for our online programs or Jeep question, I say, let's jump on a live Zoom Jeep consultant call. Reason being, I have the ability to see you. We're face to face. I can see your expressions and I can help you at an even deeper level to direct you to your best answer, choice, or plan for you. Okay, I just gave away one of my secrets. So, but again, ultimately, this is about you, your experience, and getting you to your best place or choice for you. So this is even more crucial when we're deciding on building your Jeep, what parts to put on, what your plan is. When we start talking budget, you know, being able to do that face to face to me is crucially important. Um, and just remember that this is about you and your experience and getting to your best place to your choice. All right, another reason to work with me, I could tell you I can give you everything you need to confidently head out on your next adventure while keeping your daily driver safe. All the education that you need is waiting for you inside our Confident Trail program. Well, but what does that mean for you? You might be thinking, how will online help me on my Jeep journey? I need to get behind the wheel and be out there doing it to learn. Learning online won't help me if I go out on the trail and something happens on the trail. And I want to know someone is there to help me if I need it. Or how about I have to learn hands on Watching videos and reading manuals won't get me to my Jeep self-sufficiency, the ability to do it. To keep you and your daily driver safe, you need to have the understanding and knowledge of what that means and how to do it. If you jump behind the wheel and head out down the trail without that understanding, the risk of damage is greater. So think about learning to drive on. I took driver's ed back in the day. We started in a classroom, watching videos, reading through the driver's ed manuals, because we had to have an understanding of the rules of the road and the safety, how to stay safe, how not to hurt other people, how not to get in accidents before going out to drive. So even getting your license, if you think back to that, you have to take and pass the written test before you get to do the driving test. That might have been frustrating, but there was a progression for a reason. So really, what I want you to think about is I want you to think of the confident trail system as your driver's ed for trail riding systems. You need the foundational pieces to understand what to do with them. There is a step by step progression that leads you through the levels of knowledge, understanding, and skills that you have to ensure success. So you follow the step by step building blocks, you finish a section, and then the great news is this program is set up that you then go out and practice. There's your hands on. There's your practicing. There is your putting in action what it is that you're learning online. I created this in a way you can literally do every piece in your neighborhood. Yeah, in your neighborhood. And you can practice. Yes, even the driving skills piece. So you learn, you go out and practice and apply this before you are out on the trail. Because you know what? That means that you are prepared. You have put in the time, you've put in the work. You know what is going to be important to help keep you and your Jeep safe while you're out there on that trail together. And you practice in a low stress environment to gain the skills and get comfortable with doing it in an easy way. You create muscle memory and comfort by practicing. So when you are in a real life situation with pressure, you already are confident on what you need to do when. So think of this as your training wheels learning. So when you take the training wheels off, you don't crash your bike or your Jeep in this scenario. So what about knowing someone is there to help you if you need it? I mean, that's a big piece, right? We're kind of talking about all these different things. Like, if I say, let's jump on, there's so much online. Oh, but I need this and I need that. Well, I just showed you how you can learn everything online, take it and apply it. You're going to practice. You're getting the real world skills and knowledge, the comfort. You're doing it in low stress. You're even more prepared than a lot of people who are learning it out there on the trail to start with. So what about knowing someone is there to help you if you need it? I totally get that one. And I got you. I didn't spend time telling you about coaching and support to have you go it alone. That support and dedication to you is not just for event weekends or high level retreats. You get support literally every step of the building blocks because this is about you and your Jeep experience. You get live help for each step. That means you never have questions that go unanswered. So you have clarity and a solid understanding. No confusion, so you feel confident in what you know. You don't have to spend time researching and trying to find the answers or the education yourself that you're looking for. So you can spend that time instead of searching for it. Take that time, because we know time can be a hard thing. Take that time and spend that learning and building your knowledge. So ultimately, again, this means that you are prepared. And being prepared is so important. All right. Next reason that you want to work with me, I can tell you the financial investment is worth it. But what does that really mean for you? What are you getting for your investment? So let's start by looking at what you have already invested in your Jeep. And let's be honest, this might be why you don't want to take that risk to go out and trail ride your daily driver. Take it on the trails. I get it. You have a significant investment in your Jeep itself. So you put a financial amount into getting your Jeep. So depending on what Jeep you got, you have upwards of 30,000 to 70,000 plus invested in your Jeep right off the bat, just in your Jeep itself. That's a huge financial investment. And I know for me, this Jeep in this picture, I worked hard to custom order and pay for my purple JKU. So the last thing I want to do is damage it or risk my significant investment. So I totally get it. So the fear is real. And it is a valid fear because those are things I want you to understand. It could cost thousands or tens of thousands to fix your Jeep, depending on the damage that happens. And that is another significant investment. I mean, not to mention the stress that goes with that, the stress of downtime for your daily driver, and what financially that could mean for you. That's a tough one. I totally get it. And let's be real, depending on what damage you do, you're looking at thousands or tens of thousands to fix it. So let's start by looking at what you've really invested. We just did that. What would it be worth to you to get to enjoy your Jeep for what you built it for? Going out there, taking adventures, going to those destinations and places that you get to experience because you have a Jeep. You can have those memories, those experiences, those adventures and pictures that last a lifetime. But doing so in a relaxing, stress-free adventure so that you don't have to worry and have that anxiety and that worry and that fear. So, what would it be worth to you? Not just in financial investment, but in enjoyment of the experience. Ultimately, knowing that you can keep your Jeep safe. And what is that really worth? You gain the knowledge, education, and skills to feel confident in your ability. You are self-sufficient. You know what to do so you don't have to worry about what not to do. That could be a priceless investment and experience. And again, honestly, it could be worth a repair bill to not have a repair bill. That's how I look at it. It could be worth the tens of thousands up front to not have to repair tens of thousands of damage to your massive financial investment. It could be worth the cost of a high-end inclusive vacation weekend to get to do that vacation with your Jeep. The great news, what does this mean for you? I'm trying to work you through every aspect that I think you need to know. What does this mean for you? You get to choose where to spend your investment because you have choices and options. And that is what is amazing. That is what is so great. So if you want to find out more about putting in an investment into learning and not repairs, or the ability to get out there and enjoy the drive, custom tailor the perfect path for you, and different options on how we can work together and at what level. All you have to do is drop #more, and I am going to personally reach out and we can have a conversation. We can chat. We can work this out specifically together for you to come up with the best plan. And no pressure. No pressure to jump on and chat. So we've kind of talked about a lot. We've talked about why you thought you wanted to work with me. Uh, now we are getting into one more thing that I could tell you. You have to spend time on you and do things that are just for you. But you already know that. And let's be real. As a career woman, someone with responsibilities, a spouse, a mother, a caregiver, a cook, a housekeeper, a friend, or a problem solver, there is no more time. Or maybe no energy to try and do something else. When you are done being all of those things, you're tired. There's no more energy left. You're like, oh my gosh, I just want to go to bed. I want to sleep. There is no you time or energy for you. Making that time and using that energy takes away from something you could be doing for someone else. That creates guilt, a feeling of being selfish. I totally get it because I lived in that space and that place for a long time. I feel like a walking zombie who was just going through my daily routine day after day. And honestly, I felt numb, not even aware of the weeks and the months that flew by. It'd be like, all of a sudden I'd blink and be like, oh my gosh, where'd the time go? I've just been doing the same thing over and over again. And I wasn't taking care of myself. Even though I thought I did things for myself by doing these awesome things for the people who are important in my life. Like I thought, okay, it's filling me with joy to be taking care of the people in my life that are important. That's what I'm doing. That's what makes me feel good. But that's not really the truth. So I still remember this day and I want to share it with you. My relationship with my daughter was hard. I was getting ready to get divorced. I was overweight. And I'm being really brutally honest here. Brushing my hair was getting ready for the day if I was lucky. I remember I was crying in the shower for everything that I was losing, that was lost. I stepped out of the shower and I looked into the mirror and I saw a stranger in the mirror. Who was that person staring back at me? It was a stranger. I didn't recognize her. And I just remember standing there going, what happened to that confident, mouthy 20-year-old me, the confident and fun girl, the one who had big dreams and plans, the ones who wanted to take on the world? Where was she? And what happened to her? So I looked into that mirror and I searched for her again. I made the decision. I decided in that exact moment that I was going to go find her. Be that me again. And that was all that mattered. I started living my life for myself in that exact moment. And I still remember I did my hair, my makeup, and I got dressed for the day. I walked out the front door, down to the Jeep, put the top back, jumped in, cranked the radio, and just drove. I drove nowhere. And I drove for me. Ultimately, I drove to find me. I let go of everything on that drive. The stress of my struggle with my daughter, the relationship I tried so hard to hold on to and fix, the judgment of success and what that meant, the clients who I was responsible for, all those zombie days. Oh my gosh. And at the end of the drive, I looked into the rearview mirror to see a confident, take no crap woman, and I saw me in the mirror. And I'm sharing this with you because I have lived every day since that day for me. Of course, I fall back into routines. I get guilt sometimes, responsibility. And I don't stay there anymore, though. I'm reminded of that day in my bathroom when I had had enough. And I vowed to go find her, and I found her, and I won't let her go. You might think, but isn't living every day for me selfish? And doesn't that mean I don't care about those around me or my relationships? But the crazy part that I want to share with you is absolutely not. By taking time for me, doing things for me, and filling my own spirit, I learned the greatest life lesson. And I want to share it with you right now. By focusing on doing things for you and living your best life, you have more energy. You have more energy to do fun things with others. You're present in the moment with them. I personally, I'm a better friend now because I have the energy to actually get ready and happily do something fun together. I'm a better mom. My relationship with my daughter is amazing. When we do something together, I am 100% focused on us. I devote that time to her, not distracted with other mental or emotional constraints or my to-do list or what I have coming up next week or who I need to get back to or who might need something or what I'm missing. All that's gone. I'm right there with her, phone down 100% in the moment. And I have no guilt. That was a tough one for me to break through. But with being 100% in the moment with her and devoted to what we are doing together, she gets 100% of my focus, 100% of my time, 100% of my energy when we're together. That changed our relationship. I can't even explain it. I'm a better spouse. I don't sacrifice and give myself away to try and make someone else happy anymore. I'm confident in myself and I am, you know, changing a relationship. It changed so drastically as soon as my confidence changed, my self confidence, taking care of me, putting myself first. And a big shift for me was I came to a point I no longer needed that relationship. It became a partnership. We became equals. Um, I was able to get back to speaking my mind, not caring, saying no sometimes, saying, hey, you know what? This is what I need. Here's what I need from you. And doing so, of course, in a kind way, but in a way that shifted everything so that it was no longer a one sided relationship of me giving everything, trying to make everyone else happy. But at the same time, me not being happy affected everyone around me. It affected, my marriage. It affected my daughter and my relationship. It affected my clients. It affected my work. It affected me. So I'm able to give more because I'm doing more for myself. I'm able to take care of those in my life better at a higher level because I'm taking care of myself. I'm excited. I'm energized. I feel like I have so much more of me to be able to bring out there, put out there, and give to others. So maybe you can relate to some of this, or maybe you have never lost sight of yourself. Either way, let's celebrate that together right now. Celebrate that you're like, okay, this got me thinking. I relate to some of this. What changes can I make? And if you haven't lost sight of yourself or had those issues either way, I want to celebrate with you right now. I want you to always be creating. And what does this have to do with you and your Jeep journey? It is about the destination. I'm sorry, it's not about the destination. It is about every little moment, experience, and the trail getting to your destination. I believe that who we become by taking that time And filling your own fuel tank is what changes who we are and the life that we live. I want you to always be creating adventure, making those memories, fueling yourself. You will always be encouraged to go find her so you can live life to the fullest. Whether that is part of the online educational system, ladies' weekends, private concierge service, or high level inclusive private retreats, all you need to do is one thing. All you need to do is decide. Decide right now. So we're going to take a second. Take a deep breath. I want you to decide right now, in this moment, right now, that your adventure is important. That your confidence, knowledge, and ability to go create adventure is important. That taking time for you, whether that looks like whatever that looks like for you, it is worth it. So I want you to take a minute. I want you to put your hand over your heart and I want you to say, I decide. I'm deciding. I'm important. I'm doing this. I'm doing adventure, whatever that is for you. And I want you to just say out loud the word decide. So I want to leave you with one other thing before we jump off today, because I've been talking about, why you think you might want to work with me, but why you really want to work with me and what that looks like for you, because it's about you. It's not about me. And I wanted to share with you, to me, this was one of the most powerful and special moments in my career, whether it be horse career, Lady Jeeper's career. And I want to share this with you. I remember meeting Beth at our event. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. And this was something she posted and she wrote afterwards. Some superheroes wear capes. Some wear hair ties and ball caps. There's no better superhero than a woman who uplifts and supports other women. Thank you, Kristin, for being the inspiration and mentor to myself and so many others. And thank you to all other Lady Jeepers for becoming my Southern sisters. What an amazing, once-in-a-lifetime experience. And that is the amazing Beth. And I still get choked up every time I read that. Just because this is so much more about who we're going to become, the life we're creating, and a way to get there is through these programs, is working with me, is making it about you, putting in that time, building your confidence, self-sufficiency, the things that really change a life and matter. So I want you to just think about, oops, sorry, I'm scrolling like a mad woman. I just want you to think about your adventure awaits. This was a picture from Moab, Utah last year. We're headed out there again soon. Love it. But I want you to dream up adventures, big adventures, memories, things that you want to do. And then we're going to make those happen. So if you want to learn more, if you want to find out, maybe you have some questions, you'd love to find out a little more. How can we work together and change things? How can we make your life about you and make and design the best plan to get you from where you are to where your dreams are with you and your Jeep on your Jeep journey? Drop me #more and we will go ahead and we will put that together because that is something I'm passionate about and I can't wait to work through with you. So just remember, your next adventure awaits. And mark your calendar for every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern live. You're going to jump on right here with me and enjoy a cup of coffee with Kristin. And we're going to be talking Jeeps. All right, ladies, I love seeing the comments. I love seeing the #more. I appreciate it so much. I'm going to be jumping off and literally running. Okay, not running, but running to drive up to OBX for our event. So excited. But please, if you're watching this right now live or as a replay, I will be back. I'm going to be monitoring, checking down there and making sure I respond back to each and every one of you who have been on here with me. So thank you for taking some time, for spending this Wednesday with me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you have some amazing plans for the rest of your week and your Jeep band. Woohoo! Can't wait to see what you're out doing. Keep an eye right here on the page. We're going to be sharing with you from our Lady Jeepers event in OBX. Ooh, so excited. All right, ladies, I'm going to literally make a run and a dash for it. Thank you for spending this time with me today and allowing me to share why you need to work with me, what you need to know about working with me, and ultimately that this is about you. It's about you, what we can bring forward for you, the adventure that awaits for you, the life changes for you, and how we can help be a vessel of change along that journey for you. So thank you again. I will see you next Wednesday. Have a fantastic evening, fantastic rest of your week, and Jeep in. Thank you, ladies. Bye, everybody.